Even then, it didn't start turning as early in the game as it has done here. And we have seen, I mean, it's fascinating, we have seen dry pitches. Hands on head, first ball of the innings.
Very well by getting out of the side. That's where he's struggling, and that's where people are bowling at him.
That is the strong area for Andy Strauss. Especially strong when you play it with that sort of control. Let the ball come to you, it is timing away. Good shot. There was a little bit of swing there. House bowled it full enough to get the ball to swing. But Strauss just adjusted beautifully. Mr. Cook distracted by movement at the pavilion end. It's in front of the committee room.
We've seen a collapse at Lords, a collapse at Edgbaston, both in the first innings, and a collapse here now. Fragile in the first innings, 17 for none. Throw this forward, and there's a long way to go clearly, but if Australia lose here, and if Ricky Ponting loses the Ashes in England for the second time, does that make him vulnerable as Australia's captain?
Well, I'm sure there'll be some people out there asking questions. What went wrong? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? And I suppose when you've lost a few series, people ask the question. There'll be people out there saying, from Cricket Australia and management, they'll be saying, is Ricky Ponting still the best man to captain Australia? You know, the way he's played, that they've lost against South Africa, then they beat South Africa, they lose here in England, they lost to India before that. It's a long way to go in this match, but there'll be people asking questions. But he's been such a great player for Australia for so long. Australia need his batting. And this game's still got a long way to go yet. But there'll be definitely questions asked, that's for sure. It's just going to be a real interesting time. There's a lot of cricket to play out this.
It's beautifully bowled from around the wicket.
But I think the situation, and the only thing I can think of is Ricky Ponting at short cover there.
Beautifully bowled. Part-time spin or not, that spun sharply and off the edge straight to slip.
Pitched leg stump, squared him up and turned and bounced. That comfortably taken at Michael Clark at first slip. The ordinary stroke that from Alistair Cook. 27 for 1 England.
Ian Bell will notice there are 4 men and the keeper in very close proximity. Silly point, short leg, leg slip, orthodox slip. It's a nice shot. It's 4 runs, first ball. Johnson to Bell for the first time in this second innings. Well, they might be behind on points by some distance at the moment, Australia, but it doesn't stop them having a few words for Ian Bell. It's you as the batsman who've won that battle. What a catch. That is an extraordinary catch. Kadich at short leg just held his ground there. Stayed steady, kept his eye on the ball. Ian Bell will feel that that is just a tad unlucky. He was flicking it away on the onside, hit it reasonably well, not perfectly. Very fine catch.
Well, Kadich is very good in that position. We saw him effect the run out of Jonathan Trott in the first innings. This time it's a catch. That's what he's there primarily for. And it was an excellent catch.
Has been at number 4 in this game. Going 2 slips, 2 gullies, short extra cover. A nasty bouncer, nasty short ball, first ball, which you're watching every ball wondering how it is going to come off the pitch.
Down!
problem judging the length and the width outside the off stump. Out of it, didn't it? Up in the air, that's the end of Paul Collingwood. That's well bowled. Well, they might have been laughing at the previous delivery. No one's laughing now in the English camp. Certainly not Paul Collingwood. Mitchell Johnson gets his second wicket of this England second innings.
And you wonder why it took him any deliveries at all to have the forward short leg. Why would you not have a forward short leg? Mitchell Johnson is quick. He has been bowling some good bouncers throughout this test match, and that was another good one. Paul Collingwood goes for 1.
9 for 3. Jonathan Trott, number 5, batted pretty solidly in the first innings. Airy shot. Well bowled. Well bowled. That's a fine shot. There's just a little bit of width, not quite full enough. A long time since we've seen a Strauss boundary, in fact, any boundary. 43 for 3. Confident shot from Jonathan Trott. He's off the mark with the boundary.
Big shot coming from Strauss.
Just wonder if he's setting him up.
Big slog sweep. Sweeper can't get round. Porter Strauss to end the over. 56 for 3. Last ball of the day. Katic to Strauss. Strauss blocks it. Ends a very, very good day for England. And that man has been brilliant. Andrew Strauss, he led the side well. And England are well on their way towards winning this test match. More work to do tomorrow, but they'll take today every time.
230 ahead. England 243 runs, 15 wickets. But England are in the driving seat. Still pleased to be there to be batting tomorrow. England need to bat well till probably just after lunch tomorrow at least, to make themselves safe and really